Hi everyone, hey, welcome. Today's recipe is a restaurant recreation. Sometimes I go to restaurants and I try a recipe and I just love it and I want to make it at home for you so you can try it too. Anyway, this one is a chocolate pudding fluff. Now recently I went to a restaurant. I want to give them a little shout out. Life is Sweet, don't you love that name? And it's in Danville, California, and they're dedicated to gluten-free everything. And so I went in there with some friends for lunch, had their dessert, the chocolate pudding fluff, and just loved it. It's a nice light chocolate pudding, lightened up with some whipping cream, and then in it they put in some chocolate brownies that are gluten-free as well, of course. And I tell you, it has a nice, variation. It's not, it's light and fluffy, but then you've got the little chunks of brownie in there, and it's just super. If you like chocolate, you're gonna love this recipe. So I'm Rockin' Robin, and I'm gonna show you how to make it right after this. So to start our recipe, you're going to want to make my gluten-free chocolate brownies that I made about 2 videos ago, and I'll leave a link for you for that down in the description of the video and hopefully right up here, and you can click that. Make that ahead of time and then come back and then, make the rest of this. It's really simple to put together. So we're going to start by making our homemade chocolate pudding. Much better than the store-bought stuff, guys, because you can control the ingredients. So we'll start with a 2-quart saucepan. We're going to add 2 cups of whole milk. Use whole milk because it makes your pudding richer and just creamier, nicer. Then we're going to add some cornstarch to that and mix it up. Then we're going to add our cocoa powder, our sugar, and a pinch of salt. So we're going to place this on the stove over medium-high heat, and we're going to whisk it and bring it to a boil. And then once it comes to a boil, we're going to lower the temperature down and continue to whisk it for about 3 to 4 minutes or until it thickens up. Then turn off your heat and then whisk your egg in a bowl that's large enough to hold half of the chocolate mixture. Then you're going to slowly drizzle half of the chocolate mixture into the egg while you whisk constantly. That's going to slowly raise the temperature of the egg without cooking it. And then you're going to pour the rest of that mixture, the egg mixture, back into the chocolate mixture and stir that in. Now we're going to put our pan back on to medium-high heat, and we want to bring it to a boil once more. And we're going to stir it constantly for about a minute to a minute and a half. That'll make sure that the egg gets cooked. Then turn off the heat and add the chocolate chips and stir those in. And once those are incorporated, go ahead and add the vanilla extract and stir that in until everything's nicely combined. You're going to want to cool this completely in the refrigerator before we make the fluff. Now if you want to cool off your pudding really quick, go ahead and put it in an ice bath, and that will speed things up like I'm doing here. So while the pudding is chilling, we're going to go ahead and make our whipping cream. I've got some organic whipping cream here, and we're just going to mix this up, and we're going to add a little bit of sugar and vanilla to it, and just whip it until it gets nice firm peaks. So now I'm going to combine it all together. I'm going to take the chilled pudding and I'm going to pour it into a dish here. Now we're going to add some whipping cream to this, and I'm going to use a hand mixer and mix it in. Now all we have to do is chop up our brownie into bits, little bite-sized pieces. I would do something like that. And you can put as much brownie as you want in there. I'm gonna start with that. And then you want to carefully just fold it in. And this needs to go in the refrigerator and stored in the refrigerator. All right, so let me serve a little bit of this up. It's a little bit soft right now because, you know, I just mixed it, and when it goes in the fridge, it will firm up. And then I like to top it with a little whipping cream, so I have some left over. And I'll just put a little pile right on top there. Look at that, it's beautiful. All right, let's give this a taste. This is so yummy. I can't even begin to tell you. This is dangerous because, I mean, I could eat a ton of this. It's so good, it's creamy, it's chocolatey. You've got the nice contrast between the creamy chocolate pudding and the brownie, which you can really kind of sink your teeth into. So, so good. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you can think of someone who might enjoy this, whether it's gluten-free or not, you're not gonna be able to tell, you're not gonna care. It is plain delicious. So I hope you'll give it a try and you'll share it. All right, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button down below along with the bell next to it so you'll be notified when new videos come out. Thanks again, we'll see you next time.